Hello guys, welcome to my new video, and today we'll talk about the 2026 elections that will happen in the United States of America, okay? So today is January 2nd, it's the 2nd of January, okay? And this is a beautiful time to just check what's gonna happen in the United States this year in terms of electorally speaking, okay? So as you can see here, we'll have two special elections for the Senate. I mean, Florida and Ohio. Ohio, you already mentioned that race a lot. Sherrod Brown against John Hastert. We already mentioned that a lot, okay? But as you can see here, Florida as well, because Marco Rubio resigned from the seat to become the U.S. Secretary of State, and now we will see a new election in Florida as well between Ashley Moody, the new senator nominated by Governor Ron DeSantis, and also another Democrat that we might not know who's going to be. At least right now here, Jenkins might be the Democratic nominee. Right now, the only poll we have says Moody plus 11, so this might be a safe Republican seat. Also, Ohio class 3 means Republican J.D. Vance is going to be resign, of course. It's going to be replaced, is already replaced by John Hastert, and we'll see as well a race between John Hastert and Sherrod Brown in the Senate. And ultimately, right now, John Hastert is expected to win against Sherrod Brown by very, very slim margin. In the House, we'll have Texas 18th congressional district, okay, just in January 31st, okay. We expect a Democratic win, and I'm sorry, we're gonna see a Democratic win because it's two Democrats in a runoff. And New Jersey 11th congressional district, Democratic Mikey Sherrill that won for the gubernatorial race in New Jersey. We'll see that be a very competitive race probably, but ultimately I think the Democrats are going to win. And also the Georgia 14th congressional district, Marjorie Taylor Greene will resign in 3 days, and in 3 days we'll see who's going to be when is going to be the new election, and probably will be within 15 days or 14 days if I'm not mistaken. As you can see here right now, the generic ballot says the Democrats have a lead of 5 points. Some has 5.3, but so far this is the aggregate polls. Right now says Democrats have an advantage of 5 points. In terms of gubernatorial races, we'll have a lot of gubernatorial races. As you can see here, as you can see here, we will have a lot of gubernatorial races, a lot of retiring Democrats, and also a little bit of retiring Republicans in key states like Georgia, especially Brian Kemp there. And also in Ohio, Mike DeWine, a very popular governor there. Some people call him a rhino, a Republican in name only, but he's actually popular there. Also in terms of the 10th gubernatorial race, we'll have in Georgia, a very important race there in Georgia. The other ones doesn't really matter, to be honest. And in the Attorney General elections, we'll have a lot of important elections. Key Republican incumbents retiring in Georgia and also in maybe Texas, and key Democratic retirements in the state of Michigan. Okay, in terms of Secretary of State, a lot of key Democratic incumbents retiring in the state of Michigan and Wisconsin, and key Republican retirements in Ohio, in Georgia, and maybe a little bit in Kansas, to be honest. Treasurer here, nothing to be worried about, only in Ohio and Arizona. And here in auditor, only a lot of Democrats retiring here in Iowa. This might be important. Also South Carolina, also important. And probably for the Republicans in Ohio, that might be a very interesting one to check. A lot of mayor elections will happen in 2026. A lot in Texas, you can see here, Nevada, Missouri, Michigan, Illinois, Tennessee, Florida, Louisiana, New Jersey. And also we'll have some county elections as well. In Dallas County, it's important, okay? It's a very important, very big county, the biggest in the state of Texas, okay? And Wayne County as well in Michigan, okay? If I'm not here, very big county as well. In terms of the polling for the generic ballot, you can see here a lot of polls. The biggest lead right now, it's 16 points from Atlas Intel. The best pollster in 2024. We'll see if that is true or not. Okay, that'll be very, very interesting. You can check here I will just go to Pennsylvania because this one is actually one of the most important races in important states as well. We'll have, of course, the gubernatorial race. Josh Shapiro is expected to win again in Pennsylvania, and also in the state Senate, state House of Representatives, and also the House of Representatives, the U.S. House. In terms of Pennsylvania states, very important because we'll expect a lot of flips there for the Democrats. Okay, at least we expect that. If that will happen or not, it's up for you guys to decide. But this will be a very important year. Okay, a lot of elections, and the Democrats are hoping at least to take the House and they, in a very great night, they might take the Senate. We'll have 35 seats because it's the 33 seats of the Class 2 senators, and also the 2 special elections. Okay, so guys, this was a very short video just to say that what we're gonna have next year. Very important elections, by the way, as you know, and this is just a little bit of what we're gonna have next year. Okay, or I'm sorry, this year, because I'm recording this video in December, but we'll have this video on January. So what I would say to you is, please vote, please be conscious about politics, and don't forget, this might be one of the most important years in your lifetime, because we'll have the second Trump administration, the first midterms after the second Trump administration, and then in 2028 we'll have, as you know, of course, presidential election, probably J.D. Vance against Gavin Newsom or John Ossoff, I don't know, Democratic nominee, but probably will probably be with JD Vance, because also Marco Rubio already said it. If JD Vance runs, he will not run as well. So guys, I hope you have a beautiful year of 2026. I hope you have a lot of achievements this year, and don't forget, we'll have videos starting from January 4th. We'll have the same schedule as we had in previous times. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday videos there in those days, and I hope, guys, to see you there as well. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to see you in the next video. Thank you.